And today I want to talk about some information that Microsoft has on its Azure SQL Data Warehouse product page regarding how the SQL Data Warehouse product compares to competing products as far as performance and price. Now, this information is based on a study that was conducted by GigaOM, and I've included an image of their web page here. I encourage you to go out to their website and read the full results of the study. It was really interesting, and there's some great information in there about how they did this and the results of their research. Now, for the research, they compared Azure SQL Data Warehouse to Amazon Redshift, Google BigQuery, and Snowflake. And so I want to just talk about the summary, high level of what some of the results were. And again, for all the details of the study, I recommend you go out to their website. It's really quite interesting. So talking about how the study was conducted a little bit, Azure SQL Data Warehouse, they used 3 different configurations of Azure SQL Data Warehouse. And each test was a set of 22 queries, okay? And so this chart here is showing, so for those 22 queries that were executed on 3 different platforms compared to the other platforms. So we'll start with Amazon Redshift here. Out of those 66 queries, again, 22 queries over 3 different deployments, in 82% of the cases, Azure SQL Data Warehouse outperformed Amazon Redshift. And if we look at Snowflake, in 94% of the cases, the query executed faster on Azure SQL Data Warehouse than it did on Snowflake. And when compared to Google BigQuery, there was only 1 out of those 66 queries that actually ran faster on Google BigQuery than it did on Azure SQL Data Warehouse. So you can see that against those 3 competitors, Azure SQL Data Warehouse, just on pure performance, stands up very well to those 3 competitors. Now, talking about price, the way that the price was computed here was taking the total duration of each of those 22 queries and extrapolating and figuring out how much it would cost to run the service for the time that it takes to execute these queries. And so based on that, we can see here that Azure SQL Data Warehouse really was the least expensive of the 3 products tested, and for the tiers that were tested here. So that was a really interesting data point here too, that not only does Azure SQL Data Warehouse compete very well in performance, but it's also, in this particular case, the most economical choice here as well. Again, I encourage you to go out and read the study conducted by GigaOM. There's a lot of really interesting information in there. If you have any questions about this, Azure SQL Data Warehouse or the Azure SQL Data Platform, please reach out and let us know. Thank you.